In my corporate life, I gave a lot of presentations to young managers regarding change and how to change your mindset from a managerial point of view, but also as it pertains to life lessons. Now, it was always interesting to see them come in and sit down just full of expectation. At the end of this video, you'll see how important it is to also go through a similar process as the one that I'm going to describe to you now. Now, the first thing that I'll ask them to do, I will ask them to write down all their current problems that they have, whether those are work problems, whether those are problems at home or with family, whatever those problems are. I wanted them to write that down on a blank piece of paper. So they were all at it, and then when they were finished, I know that there was an expectation that I should call upon some of them to read that, but instead I said, okay, now tear out that page. Hold that page in your hand, look at it, and then tear it up. And they went, what? Why? And I said, well, think about it like this. Those are all your problems. You are here now to learn something else. If you're going to concentrate there and keep your focus there all the time, then no change will be invited in. And they initially got that, and I told them, put it in the bin. Now, during a break, one of the students actually told me that he thinks that I'm quite rude. And I had an interesting conversation with him. And at the end of the course, he came to me and he said, thank you ever so much for being rude at day one. I said, no, it's fine, not a problem. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is that you need to get rid of all the stuff that is making you not to focus on the new. You need to just change your focus away from the old and start focusing on a new you that will be born because of your refocusing. The other thing that I asked them to do, I said, go home and think long and hard about everything that you are grateful for. Write all of that stuff down in the form of a list. The next morning, when they came, they said, okay, we have our list, should we just tear it up and throw it away? I said, no, you don't have to be radical this morning about that. However, you might still end up doing that. So I would like you, before I go on, to really think now long and hard about the things in your life that you are most grateful for. Just think about the first 3 or 4 things while I'm speaking. I would then call upon them to stand up and read some of the stuff. And during day one, most of that stuff was, I'm glad that I've got a job. I'm glad that I've got a car. I'm glad that I'm staying in a home. I'm glad that I'm happily married. I'm glad that I've got kids. And stuff like that. And as soon as they started doing that and sharing those things, I said, well, now I want you to tear it up and throw it in the bin. And again they went, what on earth is going on? I said, go and rethink. Rethink about what are you truly grateful for. Refocus and think about the things in your life that you really cannot do without, and then come back. Don't tell me it's a car you can do without that. Don't tell me it's a house you can do without that. Write down the things that you're grateful for in this life that you have to accomplish your goals. And then the next day, they started getting it. So one guy stood up and said, yeah, what about your list? I said, okay, here goes. Here's my list. This morning when I opened my eyes, I was grateful that I could see. When I opened my eyes, I was grateful that I'm still here to look after the people that's closest to me. This morning when I opened my eyes, I was grateful that I could get out of bed on my own two legs and walk. I was grateful that I was in physically good health, that I can stand in front of you and do this presentation. And I said, I can go on and on and on about those things in my life that I'm grateful for, because those are the things that make me who I am. And those are the things that will guide me on my journey through life. I hope that you found this informative. Please like and subscribe. It will help to get the message out to others that may need it more than we do. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.